So you want to hook up with a Thai woman, yeah? Make her your girlfriend, your bride. Are you sure about that? Are you really sure you know what you're getting into? Before you do that, watch this video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Daniel Bocci here, and today we're going to talk about a hot topic. Some men just flock to Thailand just for this purpose, just because of the Thai woman. You know, Thai women are so popular, they even have mail order Thai brides. Real talk. I'm here where I'm going to give you my experience. I'm not an expert. I don't think anybody could be an expert at this. It's a very complicated thing trying to explain Thai women as a whole. You know, obviously so many girls with so many different, the way they act is different, but I'm here to give you kind of a culture lesson and what to expect and give you some tips. Now, this is not about bar girls. This is about the average 99.99% of Thai women that aren't bar girls. I love Thai women. I think they are really sweet, obviously beautiful. Physically, a Thai woman to me is beautiful. And when I first moved here, I actually didn't like Asian women or Thai women. They grow on you for sure. So if you're one of the people that were like me, I was going for the chubby Australian girl. Yeah. No offense, no disrespect, but I kind of got the yellow fever to me. So Thai women are physically beautiful, and they are narak. They say narak means like they're sweet. You know, they're very cute. They're very loving and loyal partner as well. So we're going to get into kind of pros and cons. I'm going to get into some of the complications that you're going to run into meeting a Thai woman. So what do you need to know about Thai women is they're not as emotionally independent as Western women. Not really as confident either, unfortunately. So they need a lot of confirmation in a relationship, both at the very early stages of dating to, you know, being married for a long time. They need constant confirmation that you still love them and you still care about them or you're interested in them. What that really means is, you know, is basically just doing your job. And most of us guys get pretty lazy at this. It's just to remain a gentleman. So when you're out and about with her, you know, it's opening the doors, that's pulling out her seat. You know, if it's raining, you take off, your shirt, you put the shirt in a puddle so she doesn't get wet. You know, things like that. You don't have to do it 100% of the time, but once you get into a serious relationship, you should make that effort to do it once in a while, just to show that you love her and care about her. You know, hold her hand. They like affection. They're very affectionate. You just have to make more of an effort, because this causes a lot of different behaviors from the Thai woman. They're very like clingy. So like, especially at first, they can be a little overwhelming. Like, it reminds me of like the high school days, you know, like after the first date, they want to be with you every day, every second of the day after that, if the date went well. And, you know, if you're a mature American or from another Western country, you're probably more used to like, okay, you have one date, you know, you wait a week or two and you go on another date. It's more of a slow process for people that are actually looking for a serious relationship. Here, when a Thai woman likes you from the first date, it's kind of like, marry me, take care of me. No, really, they will be a bit clingy for you, and you just have to learn how to manage that, because you can push them away really fast. If you show any sign of being disconnected, but at the same time, you have to let them know, like, you know, hey, let's move a little bit slower. You know, you just have to find a good way to say that without sounding like you're breaking up with her. You know what I mean? So the earlier you do it, the better. So right off the bat, you should do it. Maybe if you have your first date and it went well and she's blowing your phone up and she wants to see you the next day, just make yourself busy, even if you're not, okay? At least give it 3 days before you go see her again, or even attempt to go see her again. But at the same time, make it known that you really are interested in her, if you are, obviously. That way she will know that, you got to keep your distance. You got to have your own space, your own time. Same thing will happen like even once you get a committed relationship and get married. Like, you know, Western girls, they'll have more of an understanding of guys needing their guy time, their solo time. They need to kick it with their friends. You know what I mean? Me, I did a pretty good job of, I hate to say training my wife. That's ridiculous, but kind of communicating correctly at an early stage with my wife, where she knew from before we were married that I loved my solo time. I loved my man time with my boys, and I loved my like solo. I take like man trips where I disappear for a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, traveling the world. I love to travel alone and just get lost in my photography. And that's going to be really hard to do with a lot of Thai women, because they're not going to understand, if you want to go out with your boys, they're not going to understand, why don't you want to take me with you? So again, the earlier you start the communication process, that it's not because I want to go cheat on you, and you have to make, again, a reconfirmation, make her feel good, make her feel confident that you love her. You're going to hang out with your boys because you just want to hang out with your boys, and you're not going to go meet a bunch of women, because that's probably what she's thinking up here. So that's a bit tricky and complicated. I see a lot of my friends, having a hard time dealing with that, and it's fairly common with any culture, I guess. That behavior, their behavior as adults, are more seen in like my teenage years dating. Girls that are younger, they tend to not know how to deal with their emotions very well, and they get a little bit more jealous. She's probably going to act like that teenage girl that's kind of jealous and insecure. So you just, again, reconfirmation, communication from an early stage, and you'll be good. Another thing you should know about Thai women is that they're very old school for the most part, which is a good thing for me. I like the old school values, where a man has a role and a female has a role, but have like that nice balance, you know what I mean, in the household. So Thai women are good like that. There's no like there's no culture war here with like, women have to be just as equal as guys on every little thing, and are exactly the same, because it's not true. We're different. We're completely different. Our DNAs are obviously the gender, our private parts, but these things and these hormones and all these other things make us different creatures, really. But with that, you can expect, especially at first, to always pay for when you guys go out to dinner and your activities. The man's going to pay 100%. Now, as the relationship gets more serious, she'll want to chip in. If she's got a decent job and makes decent money, she'll chip in with bills, and she'll chip in for food and things like that. As long as you communicate, is that something you wanted? It's not a big deal. Thai women want to make you happy, okay? And they also want to show that, hey, if they're working and making decent money, they also want to say, hey, I can help too. This is the two-way street. But don't expect to go on your first date or your second date, and at the end of the dinner, ask her to pay half. If you're doing that, bro, you're going to be single for a long time here in Thailand, okay? A lot of guys will kind of have problems with this. There's ways to, again, everything comes down to communication. So, Thai women have a bad reputation when things come to, money, take care of me, everything, blah, blah, blah. These are usually more low-level women that don't want to work, women that don't want to contribute to the relationship, and they're just lazy, There's women like that all over the world, though, right? So the way to avoid that, guys, is obviously meet the right woman. But two, really communication from the beginning. Again, once you start getting close, ask her to pay sometimes. If she moves into the house, or you move in with her, or you guys get a place together, make sure you talk about it. Like, okay, if you're the money maker, you can't expect her to pay 50, but just be like, hey, can you pay the power bill, you pay the water and the internet, and I'll pay the rent, and the car payment or something. You know what I mean? Like, it should be some type of give-take situation from the beginning. And if she has problems with it, that's a red flag from the beginning. And get out then while it doesn't hurt too bad, you know what I mean? And you're not fully invested financially or too much mentally, emotionally, just leave if that's not what you want. Now, if you're coming here with money and you got the money and you don't mind her staying at home and doing that, that's great. you know, good on you, really. Just be cautious about how many things you put into her name right away. Make sure you really, you know, trust this woman beforehand. So now into the nitty gritty. If you've ever dated a Thai woman, or Asian in general, you'll notice there's a lot of drama. Drama. Everything's dramatic to them. They are passionate people. You know, when they love you hard. When they hate you, boy, they hate you hard, okay? Before I go on and talk about why they're like this, just a note, some hospitals have a little section just for guys who get castrated. You know, so they're not afraid to cut your shit off. So again, is it worth it? In all fairness and realness, that was actually a rumor that was told to me a long time ago. But you do hear, but it does happen here more often than it happens in like America or anywhere else. When it happens in America, it makes news. It happens like probably once every 10 years or something. Here it happens a little bit more often. But most of the time it's because the Thai man is either super abusive and or got caught cheating. Most likely cheating. So the reason why they're so dramatic about everything is really it's just it's so part of their culture. If you watch the television shows, the movies, you know, even the cartoons and the commercials and the music, it's all about heartbreak. It's all about drama. It's like one soap opera. Like 99% of every song is a love song. It's not like talk about life or peace, love, and anything else. It's like, no, I love you, and why you break my heart and cheat on me. It's always usually the guy cheating on the girl. So this is why they are a little bit why they're emotionally insecure a little bit more and less independent emotionally and just dramatic. They will, again, kind of act like kids. Even a grown woman in her 30s will get mad at you and act like a 15-year-old girl getting mad at their parents. You know what I mean? Like for the smallest little argument, smallest little thing, they didn't get their way or you didn't give them enough attention. It's something that can be just fixed like this. A sane adult, not a mentally ill one, we would sit down and just try to fix it or agree to disagree or, you know, try to put it behind us some way or another. Thai women will blow their lid over the smallest things, throw shit, won't talk to you for days, cry, and just like cry like sometimes you could tell it's actually kind of like an acting. They will just no tears coming out and shit, super dramatic, and you're just kind of like, whoa. Now, don't be too concerned. It's not because they're mentally ill, okay? This is just normal behavior to them. This is how they were taught. So your job is, through time, is to fix it. My wife was pretty dramatic. She was less dramatic than a lot of girls I know from the beginning, but she had her drama moments, and it was really tough at the beginning of our relationship and marriage. We would have a small, insignificant argument, or even just disagreement, or she didn't like the way I said one word to her, and she would slam the door and just not talk to me for sometimes up to 2 weeks. And this happened quite a bit. And I had to just tell her, like, hey, this is not healthy. This not talking to me and just getting really upset over small things that could be fixed is super unhealthy, and it's going to break us up. I'm not going to deal with it because I'm not happy. So you just have to be clear. Again, everything communication here. It's not their fault. This is how they were taught. It's up to you, my friend. If you want to live a good life with a girl with drama-free, or as drama-free as you can get a marriage to be, you're gonna have to communicate with her. And if she can't learn, and if she can't change a little bit, and you're not okay with that behavior, then before it's too late, before there's kids involved and stuff like that. They're very much into a guy with a good heart. Now, it's kind of like the opposite. Like in America, it seems like all the good girls go for dickheads, right? They go for the alpha male that's kind of an asshole. With all seriousness, they're into a nice guy, okay? Like the nicer you are, doesn't matter if you're maybe not an attractive person, or you're fat, or you're short. It doesn't matter half as much. They're not half as shallow as Western women are. Like, I often see a beautiful Thai woman, like a 10, a girl that's a 10, with a Thai guy, who's like overweight, short, ugly face, no style, and he's not a rich guy. You know, there's obviously the gold diggers there too, and that's a different part of it. But the guy has a really good heart and he treats her well. So Thai women love that. So if you come here and you're a nice person, you have likely chances you're going to find one day you're going to find a beautiful, sweet Thai woman. So if you're the alpha type, if you're, handsome guy, fit, back home, you probably get a lot of girls. In Thailand, it'll be different. You'll probably get a lot of girls, but you get the wrong type of girls. So like, I'm not talking outside from the bar girls, like girls you might see at the club, the provocative ones that kind of like the Western lifestyle. Kind of not the not so sweet Thai girls will be into that alpha male. So I see that situation happening quite a bit, and I see the kind of the nerdy guy who doesn't get a lot of women, who's just a really nice dude with a really good heart, and get the best looking, sweetest Thai women and have the best luck out here. But don't let that scare you. If you're a good looking dude and fit, you'll still find a nice woman. I certainly did. Okay. Thai women go for these nice guys because in their culture, a lot of the Thai men, they cheat a lot. They call them jiao shu. Jiao shu is just like, it's like really translated to almost like pimp, but a guy that has a lot of women. Okay, I think more than any culture in the world, I think Thailand is ranked #1, both male and female cheaters. So they go for that kind of nice guy because they're going to treat him well, and if he's less attractive and he's less likely to cheat. It's kind of true. If you're a really handsome guy in Thailand, and you have all these girls chasing you, you're more likely to cheat. Or if you have a good looking guy with money on top of that, forget about it. You're a pimp out here. You're jiao shu, sure. My advice to get their attention is they love a smile. It's the land of smiles. So like, smile with them with a genuine smile with your eyes. So if you see them around and they make that eye contact and smile, just give them a big smile back. And if you do talk to them, just always keep that smile and eye contact. Don't be the play a pimp, like don't look at her like, yeah girl, like that shit ain't gonna work here. They're gonna be like jiao shu, and they're gonna, you know what I mean? They're gonna go look elsewhere. So don't try to be that smooth player stuff. That doesn't work here. Thai women don't like that type of game. They like a cute man. They like a guy that's nalak, and handsome, But nalak means, again, sweet, cute. So just kind of, you have to learn to be a little bit Asian. You know what I mean? Throw up a little one of these, little I love yous, a little handsome sign. Like girls, Thai women, they really like this, but you will get their attention faster just by being, again, a gentleman. Be friendly, smile, eye contact. The last thing I want to talk about is never, ever, ever go shopping at the bar. I mean, don't get a bar girl, a prostitute, a hooker. Don't find your wife at a brothel. It's never going to work. 99.99% don't work. Listen, I know there's a needle in a haystack of women that might be really good in that life, just kind of, they're caught up in it for whatever reason. And I know there's probably 1% that have luck and you know what I mean, as far as having a loving relationship with one of these girls, but 99.9% probably don't, probably never will. I hear too often guys falling in love for these girls and saying and telling their friends and family, she's different, bro. Man, if I had a dime for every time I heard she's different. You got to understand, these girls, they are trained by their pimps, their mama sons, how to take your money, how to play you, how to have multiple boyfriends at once, how to suck you in and make you love them and, maybe marry them and then have kids and then take everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, these girls are professional and they're trained that way. And a lot of them get, even their parents push them out of the house to go do this. They're encouraged to. With that being said, I mean, would you really want to pick up one of these girls when they're they're trained, be actively being trained or been trained for years, sometimes since they were a child, how to play a man, how to meet a foreigner, and how to take their money. Like that's just you're basically like, you know what I'm just saying, you want to sleep in fire, you want to play with fire, you're going to get burned, you know, period. End of story. You got to understand that these girls are Thailand's leftovers. And that sounds mean and harsh, but these are the girls that Thai men don't want. Kind of sucks because it's the only reason it really exists is because of poverty and things like that. And some cases, some girls, they almost have no choice. But in most cases, it's because they got lazy ass parents that say, go and make me some money because I'm too lazy to work, or, you know, it's, you know, there's so many, I can go on and on. It's really messed up. And I do feel bad for the girls that kind of get put in this situation because, again, they're not born this way. They're born as just like me and you, and they want the same things as me and you have. It's just their situation, and it's just how the society is, and it's unfortunate. But don't try to save a hoe. I'll leave it on that. You can't make a hoe a housewife. Don't try to save one of these girls. That's what a lot of guys do. She's different. She just needs to be saved and educated. You know, I see the older guys coming here and hooking up with a 25-year-old woman, and I get it. Listen, if I'm 70 years old and I'm single, you know, you're old and God, like, you're not going to want to date another 75-year-old woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's face it, you get to hook up with a fun 25-year-old hot woman. Who wouldn't want that? Just be careful. Just know what you're doing. Know that she's only after your money. But if you're okay with that and you're careful, leave all your money, most of your money back home. Don't buy properties in her name. Don't fall in love with her and think she's different. But if you want to have fun and you want to take, you know what I'm saying, like have her live your lifestyle and you're going to pay for all her stuff because you got the money and you got the funds to do it, that's fine as long as you're careful not to get played. Because I get it. So that concludes some things you need to know about Thai women before getting involved with them. Hope you liked the video. Press like, subscribe, and see you guys next time.